Keith, nice to see you again. How are you holding up this week? Has it been a good week for you? What's the problem?
People keep telling me that they tell me that
Yes.
vague. They say vague. Yeah.
You're not vague, Keith.
Very vague. Yeah.
How do they tell you this?
Well, they say you're vague.
Okay. And you've got from this that they think that you're vague. Well, that's quite a definite decision-making experience that you've had there, that you've decided that they think you're vague. So you should take heart in this, maybe.
They told me I'm vague. They said they can't understand a word I'm saying. I'm working there in my work circuit. I'm the fella who does all the tools. I'm in the place, and I give out the tools. And they come and they get out to engineering firms, and they say, "What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "Oh, you wanted a JCB Part 3. You wanted a Part 3 MLX instead of an MLR. There you are." And they start. They're always there's a whole range of JCB components and tools to deal with the specific equipment. And they're all going on about it. You can't understand a word you say, and they say I'm just drifting off.
Is it just because they don't understand what JCB terminology you're talking about?
There's a whole series of the M's, the X's, and there was a second series brought out.
Okay.
And, people just aren't interested. An engineering firm, they're interested, obviously, but
Yes.
I take it all quite personally. Vague. To think I'm vague, and I came because like my mother, we had the house together, recommended that I come and.
Oh, so this was your mother's idea.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, Keith?
I feel being called names in work and the pub, and they say you drink, you're all over the place, and I just calling me vague, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Well, you're quite to the point today.
Well, I hate talking about myself. I don't usually behave like that.
Yes.
I feel very awkward, like sitting in this room talking like this. It's weird. Tell you the truth. If we hit the nail on the head.
So, is this the only problem that you have, that people think you're vague?
Well, I haven't got many friends, really. I feel quite lonely sometimes. It'd be nice to have a girlfriend. But when I was with Teresa, I think, Teresa, I think I told you about Teresa. She said, well, I never know if you're coming or going. And I said, well, what am I supposed to say to that?
What did you say?
Well, that's what I said. I said, what am I supposed to say?
Oh. What did she say?
She said, well, I know I have a definite feeling, I have a definite statement to make about you and us. And that was the end of her, really. And she said, well, keep, George is focused, and the ex-boyfriend, she said, well, he's all right. With you, I mean, we've been together all this time, and you're just like mumbling all the time, and you're just like, she called me vague as well. Actually, everyone seems to have this idea.
But you're vague.
Yeah.
Do you think you're vague?
I don't know.
Are you saying what you mean to say? What do you mean to say?
Well, I've got a lot of things to say.
You have more than one thing to say. You have more than
depends.
I'm vague.
It depends. It depends really.
on the situation.
On what I want to say. Yeah, the situation.
Okay, that's good. Yes.
Basically, yeah, situation. You know, I know where I am with machine tools, parts, components.
Good.
You know, but
Do you think you relate to the machines more than you relate to the people?
I never really think about relating. You know, I came straight from school to work, and I've been there for like quite a long time now.
So you don't think you've got any sort of relationship with the machines?
Well, I do occasionally stroke carburettor parts.
That's not what I meant. Really.
I mean, I like doing that. You have these large sort of, you've got these heat sink fans on them.
Okay.
And you can run your fingers along and you can feel the sort of, they do this sort of, and I was caught doing it only the other week, and my mate, my boss, is like, well, what the hell are you doing with the carburettors? He said, well, I like, you know, it's just, I like the sensation.
Is it comforting to you?
Well, yeah, it is comforting, yeah. I say that's not fake. I know.
So you feel that you relate to the carburettors, the lovely smooth carburettors.
Well, I don't relate. I just like to touch fresh metal.
So because you don't relate to them, you get on with them better than you get on with them.
Well, I don't have a relationship with carburettors. I don't go down the pub with the carburettor and in the bar and say, hey, I've got a nice pair of carburetors.
So it's entirely sexual for you.
There's nothing sexual about my relationship with bloody carburetors. I'm not vague about that. What kind of a therapist are you anyway?
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to get to the heart of your matters. You're just talking about stroking the carburettors and enjoying the carburetors more than you enjoy your girlfriend. I didn't
say that. I didn't say what?
I misunderstood. That is what you said. But I could go back in my notes if you want.
I didn't tell you I've got like some kinky thing about carburetors, did I?
Well,
no, I didn't.
You sort of did.
No, I just like to touch carburetors. I don't like go at home and turn off the lights and get under the pillow.
Well, that's a good thing.
A carburettor. There's some big ones and some small ones. We've got a whole new.
And you never do that.
Pardon?
And you never do that.
Do I have to tell you everything? Well, I'm supposed to do really. That's what I'm paid for. Yeah. I have a collection of machine parts.
Oh. Does this bring you comfort?
Yeah.
Does this bring you any problems in your relationships to other people?
No.
No. Does anybody else know about your collection of machine parts?
This is confidential.
This is confidential.
This is confidential.
I won't tell anyone. Who could I tell?
Who knows, Meg? That's, yeah, because I'm like on the other side of town. That's one of the reasons why.
No, but I wouldn't be able to. It's obviously against my oath as a therapist. I couldn't possibly share it, even if I did. Even if your girlfriend also... Ex-girlfriend. Even if your ex-girlfriend also had any sessions with me, for instance, as a sort of possibility, I couldn't share what she said in sessions with you. I couldn't share what you said in sessions with her. If your mother, for instance, came and had any therapy sessions, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you if your mother has therapy sessions with me. And I couldn't share anything that she said in those sessions with you. Or anything that you said in your sessions with her, obviously.
So, I have a large and extensive and well-oiled collection of carburettor machine parts which I keep in a room. And...
is it a locked room?
Yes.
Do you go there often?
Whenever I can. Sometimes I install them in my motorbike and other equivalent engine systems in order to give them and they start to hum with life.
Oh.
I mean, they're not necessarily carburetors for those kind of systems, machines. For the more specialist gear we use on plant, but some are big, some are small.
So you soup up?
Yeah, I have a series of adaptive pipes and systems to actually. I've got this homemade.
This is fine. You enjoy pipes and systems.
Only around carburetors.
Only carburetors.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they start to come to life, and
They come to life.
they vibrate.
They vibrate.
They kind of purr.
They purr. And how do you feel when they purr?
Well, it's quite nice. Yeah. Is this? I mean, this is. I never told anyone any of this, but is this relevant to my what do you think my problems are exactly?
Well, what do you think your problems are? Let's turn it back on you. What do you think your problems are? Why did you come here in the first place?
Well, because everyone's telling me that I'm vague.
And that's the only reason.
Well, my mother's started to comment on
You don't seem vague.
what I get up to in the room.
Are you vague with her, do you think?
I'm not quite sure. Maybe, then again, maybe not.
Well, that's okay. I think that's the end of the session for today.
Thank God for that.